productive life. Thank you so much, Dr. Muili, for coming on the show this morning. I've been so educated. It was a great pleasure having you. And we hope to see you again soon.
Oh, definitely. It's always my pleasure. This is what I love to do.
Thank you. Stay with us on Good Morning Abuja. We'll take a short break, and when we come back, we have more discussion and information coming your way.
I welcome you on today's ride on the show Good Morning Abuja.
This is Window on Abuja.
We have everything it takes to compete with any nation all across the world.
How do we make it? We are not ready to produce.
I've been contributing to the development of your kingdom.
Hello and welcome to Young Hearts.
Our focus today will be on hepatitis B. Ladylike!
This is Entertainment Gist.
Welcome back to the show, and I do hope that we are adding a lot of value to your morning. Our next discussion is centered around small-scale manufacturing, an engine for economic development, and I've been joined in the studio by the ever-dynamic and brilliant Global Director, Africa House. Please welcome Engineer Abayomi Onosonya. Good morning, sir.
Thank you for having me.
It's always a great pleasure to have you here.
Thank you. Pleasure is mine. Thank you so much.
So now let's start this way. Why is small-scale manufacturing important to us in Nigeria?
All right. Good morning, Nigeria. Good morning, Abuja. Thank you for having me. We need to understand that great economies, like the Western economies we look up to, their economies are being driven by small and medium enterprises. In fact, their own GDP is being driven by about 60 to 70% of the companies there, which are basically SMEs. And in order for you to grow any nation, including ours, Nigeria, you need to pay serious attention to small and medium enterprises. What do I mean by this? If you look at the market landscape in Nigeria, you see that you have small businesses left, right, and center. The lady selling granite, the guy roasting corn, the lady manufacturing bag, the hairdresser and all that. All those little businesses, they are actually the main engine behind any economy around the world. You know, like I said earlier, America, England, and the rest, their whole economy is being driven by small and medium enterprises. And if for you to ignore them, you ignore them to your peril, so to say. So Africa needs to take a cue from them to start focusing a whole lot on these small businesses that you don't even take notice of. Because without them, there will be no economic growth. Because we all make that mistake of focusing on the big players, maybe Dangote Cement and Dangote Water and all that, and all, even refiners and oil and gas. But unfortunately, those guys represent, a little percentage of your actual growth. So in order for us to grow our continent, our nation, we need to pay serious attention to these small businesses and give them all the tools they require in order to grow our economy.
What are the basic products that an average manufacturer can delve into?
Wow. That's a good question, because in Nigeria, we're so blessed that anywhere you turn to, there's always an opportunity. And I want to tell Nigerians that just look around you. Let's use Abuja. Let's even start from where we are. Let's look at Abuja here. If you look towards Gwagwalada, you find cashew. Cashew is worth billions and billions of dollars. And a small business can basically go to Gwagwalada there or go to even Kubwa market, buy cashew nut in the bottle, package it, label it, and then you start making money from cashew. And the beauty is you can even export them. That's that. If you go to, let's say, Akwa Ibom, you have palm oil. You see, which you can tap into, because gone are the days where palm oil is being sold in the local way. Everything has to be packaged and done nicely. We need to add value to it. And then you go to, let's say, northern parts of Nigeria, you find out they have groundnut, you see, which is another business value chain entirely. You can do groundnut oil, which is fantastic business, and many do not even know that groundnut oil is cholesterol free, by the way. That which means we'll be saving billions of dollars in replacing olive oil, because olive oil, we've been told that olive oil is the healthy oil that you put on your salad, it's good for your heart and whatnot. Thank you very much. But the groundnut that we have in the north of Nigeria, Niger State, you go to Lambata or Lapai, is loaded with groundnut. You go to Benue, they have groundnut. You go to Jigawa, they have groundnut. You go to Kebbi, they have groundnut. So you can do that as well. And then the shoe industry, Don't even get me started on the shoe industry. You go to Aba, for example, oh Lord, those people make fantastic shoes and bags, which can be exported. And in fact, a lot of people actually do export the shoes and bags from Aba to Dubai, to China, and then they'll tell you, oh, this is made in Italy. So everywhere you turn in Nigeria, you can make a whole lot of money. So this is my message to Nigerians. We are blessed with a whole lot of things. If you talk about minerals, I can talk for 2 days on the minerals that we have. You go to Nasarawa, I keep saying Nasarawa is one of the wealthiest places on earth, is Nasarawa state.
Really?
Yes, because Nasarawa is loaded with gemstones. Gemstones worth trillions of dollars in Nasarawa state. Not to talk of lithium, the energy of the future is in Nasarawa, is in Abuja too, by the way. So every corner, every state of the federation is money. So we need to start opening our eyes to see these opportunities and start making money, and so we can grow our economy to that place where we want to be.
Wow, you always bring hope with you every time you're on this show. What's the average budget that any manufacturer can start with?
Well, and that's the beautiful thing. In Nigeria of today, given the economic circumstances, you can start a business with 50,000 naira. And I'll explain. I'll give you a practical example so you don't think I'm just pulling these figures out of my hat. Look at Benue State. You see, Benue State is blessed with a lot of agricultural produce. You can go to Benue State and buy oranges for very cheap. Now a basket of oranges 2,005. That bean basket exactly, or 3,000 exactly. But if you go to Benue, you get it for like 300, 400, 500 naira actually. So you get that for maybe you get 10 baskets, and then you buy the packaging bottle for juices, for example. You can buy it in Kubwa. A piece is around 35 cents, is around 600, 700 naira, okay, for the good quality ones. Yeah, you buy that. You buy the oranges. Of course, you have to get equipment in day, which you can buy for around maybe 10, 12,000, just to keep it according to NAFDAC standard. So you squeeze it, you sterilize it, you package it, you seal it. So with less than 50,000 naira, there's a lot of businesses you can actually start that you can actually export. Not to talk about, you can even do what's it called, granite businesses or granite oil business. What do you need to do? You go to the market, you buy a bag of granite in Benue for 46,000 naira, the 80 kg bag. You buy it, you squeeze out the oil. You can use the traditional method, or if you have the machine, you can do that as well. So there are a lot of small businesses that you can start, with very little capital. If you've got $1 million, you can do a whole lot. You get 10 million, you can employ 100 people. So we need to start thinking, because our problem in Africa, in my opinion, is we're so blessed that we got lazy. That it's all right, but we need to start re-strategizing so that we need to start taking advantage of those little things that we have. Cashew, you can start with less than 100,000 naira. You can start cashew business for export, and you'll be earning dollars. With 100,000 naira, you can make 2-3 million naira easy. Even in your house, you don't even need to have a shop. You can do it in your kitchen. That's how fantastic some of these opportunities that we have, that we can make money from in this wonderful country called Nigeria.
This is mind-blowing. Now, what are some of the challenges that small-scale manufacturers can encounter in Nigeria?
Well, I'll try to do justice to that question because it's a bit complicated. What do I mean by this? The first hindrance, in my opinion, is lack of information. I always tell people anywhere I go that the difference between wealth and poverty is information. You see, I told people once, I said, do you know that the oranges that we are wasting here in Nigeria is money in Russia and the CIS? People didn't understand, and I broke it down for them. I said, see, when I was living in that region, I discovered that during winter, people always get sick because the lack of vitamin C. And in Nigeria, we're throwing away oranges during orange season. And when that information came to the forefront, people said, oh, so there's money in oranges. So people started exporting oranges. And I even told them that, see, you can slice it, dry it, and export. I said, oh, I can do that. So that information is the first thing. We need to spend a lot of energy in gathering information. And this is where our schools come into context. We need to move away from the idea of, let's just rush through the syllabus, get your degree in engineering, in media production, and that's it. Learn other things. Don't restrict yourself. And to my message to the young folks out there, I'm not saying don't use your phone or don't scroll through your social media. Do that. But while you're doing that, spend a bit of time researching things that are not related to what you're normally studying. Just learn something randomly. If I'm an engineer, let me just learn about media. You see, and before you know it, you start gathering information. Oh, I can actually be doing this and doing this at the same time. So information is key, and I'm happy NTA is doing wonderful job at this. Because they're educating our listeners and they're hearing all these opportunities, and people will start thinking. So now I'm sure our listeners will start. Okay, I can make money with 100K, right? So this is so that's one. Number, I don't know. I mean, because I have a lot of friends living in Congo. When you open a small shop. Let's say I want to start manufacturing ribbons for women's hair.
Okay.
Within the next 2 to 7 days, you'll be bombarded by a barrage of agencies and whatever, asking you to pay one fee or the other. And you ask yourself, I'm just trying to start. I've only started with 200,000 naira. They will bring a bill, 10,000. We are from the council. We are from this. We are from the signage authority. We are from this. So the guy is inundated with all these shock. It's like a shock to him that, do I need to pay all this? So many people get discouraged and they abandon the whole process entirely. So this is my message to agencies across Nigeria and Africa. Please, we should remember, if these small businesses survive, we will survive as a nation. They are the economy, actually. Don't see the big companies as, don't touch these big companies. That the laws, these are the rules. Please go get these things in order so that by the time we come next month, you're ready for us. But they come in with the punitive mentality. We're here to punish you. You open a shop, you don't have this paper, you are in trouble. They'll put a seal on your door like the guy has committed an offense. So the point is, we need to be soft on these small businesses because they're the very heart of our economy. If you're soft on them, you discover that businesses will spring up, economy will thrive, and then before you know it, a lot of things will happen. There are other factors, but those are the three I would like to highlight quickly because of our time so that I don't bore our listeners.
Speaking of education and awareness and advocacy and all sort of things, are there any support programs available for would-be or intending manufacturers? Small scale,
right? Yes, there are. Funny enough, but again, unfortunately, many people do not even know these things exist, and this breaks my heart. And this is where I believe NTA is doing a good job, and we need to challenge the NOA, the National Nutrition Agency, to do better. What do I mean by this? I'll use an example to explain. Here in Abuja, there's an agency of government called Abuja Enterprise Agency. Abuja Enterprise Agency basically it was established by the government to assist small businesses startup. What do they offer you? First of all, there was a time they were doing business registration for free. You could walk in there, give them your company name, your details. They would go to CAC and do your registration for free. You don't need to pay a penny. But Nigerians abused it. People registered, they didn't even pick up their certificate of incorporation. You go to the office now, there's packs and packs of certificates that people abandoned because they didn't pay for it. So that's one. And also they offered you office facilities, very cheap office facilities where you can actually do your business without paying millions in rent or office space. They give those facilities and they do trainings free. All you need to do is walk up there, register with them, and they'll be calling you every time there's a program that actually helps you. And you go to different states of the federation, there are so many projects, so many support programs like that as well. And the presidential initiative on supporting small businesses is also there. So all these things exist, but people need to search them out. And also, we need to do a lot of publicity like what we're doing here on NT and other platforms so that people can know what it benefits, what opportunities are there for them to tap into. So there's a lot of things that they can actually tap into that exist for them.
Small-scale manufacturers can actually thrive and be a driving force for our economic development as a nation. We'll take a short break at this point, but don't go anywhere. There is more when we return.
I welcome you on today's ride on the show Goodmorning Abuja.
This is Window on Abuja.
We have everything it takes to compete with any nation all across the world.
How do we make it? We are not ready to produce.
Have been contributing to the development of your kingdom.
Hello and welcome to Young Hearts.
Our focus today will be on hepatitis B.
Ladylike!
This is Entertainment Gist.
Well, welcome back to the show. It's still Good Morning Abuja, and we're looking at small-scale manufacturers and engine for economic development. Of course, the Global Director, Africa House, is still here with me. Speaking of which, what do you do specifically at the Africa House to support intending small-scale manufacturers?
Yeah, thank you for that question, because what we do basically is we have a program called the Industrialization of the African Economy Program. So what do? We basically help small and medium enterprises get started on this journey, because now we've given ideas on TV, on radio, we've told people we can do cashew, we can do oranges, we can do shoes, we can do and all that. But the question is, it might be daunting sometimes. So what do? We provide a platform that not only educates you, we also provide with machineries and equipment, which are 70% local content, by the way. Because if you tell a small business, go and import machine from God knows where, you'll be spending forests that we do not have as a nation. So what we did was we started our local content manufacturing here in Abuja, where all those small equipments that you need to start is being built here in Abuja, where you can actually see them, you can actually purchase them at affordable rates, so you can get your business started. So we train you, we give you equipment, and then we link you up with export market. So as you're doing your cashew, as you're processing your cashew and packaging it nicely, we're telling you, okay, go and sell to this nation, go and sell to this nation. These are the links, these are the government policies, these are the platforms that you can use to get out there. So these are some of the things we do to basically hold the hands of entrepreneurs, and most especially civil servants, because this is one area that I'm passionate about, because my father retired in 1996, and exactly in 1996, and then Nigeria was still trying to transit to democracy at that time. So there was a whole lot of stress because pensions were not being paid, and then you discover that most pensioners, live a very, very stressful life after they retire. Because imagine going to work 8 to 5 for 35 years, all of a sudden you wake up, you don't know where to go, what to do. Do I go to work? Do I open a business? So people are confused. People have their pension and gratuity in their hand. What do I do? And unfortunately, people will start lying to them. They will say, I know pure water business is good. And Nigerians with different ideas. And the guy will pour all his money in pure water business and he will lose it. The guy will pour his money into this business, he will lose it. So we focus a lot on educating civil servants before they retire, so that you are equipped with all the knowledge and the skills before you retire, 10 years, 5 years before you retire. And in fact, we encourage you to start that business before you retire, so that you will have made all the mistakes before you retire, and learn, say, this business, you don't do it this way, you don't do it this way. So by the time you retire, you are confident, you already understand the ins and outs of the business, so you just thrive after you retire. So in fact, we're even encouraging people to retire early. Like I would advise you, just retire tomorrow morning. Why not? You see, because you already have the skills, you have the resources, you have the tools, and then you'll be earning more than you're currently earning, and then you can advise others to say, let's create room for this younger generation to come in and take our place. So this is the vision that we have and some of the things we're doing, because we need to grow this nation, and these young people are looking up to us.
This is very nice. We need to grow this nation, and it's all about the future.
Exactly.
Now, I know that there are some intending young persons out there but they are down to their last kobo in their bank account. Are there any measures or any access to financing on ground for intending small-scale manufacturers?
Yeah, there are financing structures or programs on ground for them to tap into. And like I said, the presidential initiative on small businesses is there, assisting small businesses. But this is what I always tell people, especially the young folks: make sure you are offering value. Don't do repetitive business. Because we fall into this trap of, this guy is doing this business and he's driving a Jeep. Let me do exactly what you do. You don't have to copy someone. Be creative in what you do, and find out that this business I'm doing, do people want to pay for it? Because not every good idea is a business, and not every business is a good idea. That's the reality. You might think that, Nigeria is hot, so let me be selling pure water. But would pure water work for you? Would you work for the locality you find yourself? So make sure that you spend 80% of the time on research, 20% in execution. But in Africa, we do the fire brigade approach. We just pour the money in and figure it out as we go. And unfortunately, many people burn their fingers. So young people don't make the mistake that we older folks have made. Do your research, extensive research, and also incorporate yourself. Get registered. Keep a record of everything. Don't use your personal account for business, because the problem is when you go to a bank for loan or facilities, they will ask you bring your records. You have no records. You are showing your personal account. They won't look at you. They say no. It has to be registered with CAC, and of course you don't need to open a limited liability company. You can do an enterprise, which is cheap to register. Do that. Have a bank account. Keep records. No matter how small the money that you're getting, just keep a record of everything. Then when you go to the banks and they see the quality of what you're producing, or they see the future behind what you're doing, a lot of people will back you. Do you know how many young folks are being funded billions of dollars of naira in their businesses? Look, I don't want to mention there's a particular payment platform that people know, because if I mention the advertisement for him, right, it's already big. But anyhow,
Will tax you.
yeah, exactly. So this guy the guy graduated from Babcock University.
Okay.
This guy created a payment platform, and now he's a global brand because he knew what he was doing, and then he created a structure for it. Now he's one of the top tech companies in Africa. So you can do it too. You don't need to wait for someone to push you or get billions before you start. Just start, but do it the right way, and then money will come.
I wish we could go on and on and on and on. But before I let you go quickly, should there be any correlation between what I decide to do and my passion?
Not necessary, because the truth is passion is good. Don't get me wrong. Passion is really good.
Okay.
But the truth is sometimes passion don't pay the bills, unfortunately.
Yeah.
You see, because let's say I have a passion for maybe manufacturing cameras, for example, and I do it so well. Yes, you make money, but the truth is you may discover that the trend in the economy is moving towards certain things, and then you can diversify. But of course, passion is good. Follow your heart, don't get me wrong, but look at the realities of life. Be quick to diversify. Don't stick to one line of business. You can have 4 businesses at the same time, and out of that 4, maybe only 1 is giving you money, but the other 3 is giving you peace of mind, because it's something you love to do. So passion is not, it's not good. It doesn't pay the bills.
Prerequisite.
Exactly.
So finally, what would be your parting words to our very dynamic youths of Nigeria?
Well, Nigerian youth, the truth is Africa is loaded with opportunities. You don't need to leave Nigeria to make money. I ran away 20-something years ago. I came back, you see.
Oh, wow.
And because I realized I've been around the world that in the end, everything is here in Africa. Those countries we go to, they make money right from here in Africa. So why not stay here and build that nation? And look around you. You find opportunities left, right, and center. Do a bit of research, study hard, understand what economics of the world looks like, and see what the world needs, and then build your business around that. And before you know it, you become a big business. And of course, God helping you, you become one of the greatest at what you do.
Wow. It is safe to say that you always come and you save the day, save the nation.
Thank you.
Thank you for always coming to inform us and educate us. Okay, stay with us on the show this morning. There is more discussion coming up when we return from the short break.
Are you interested in being up to date with the pacey world of sports? Our rebranded Capital Sports is the finest bet for your doing so.
So, join us every Thursday live at 3 p.m. on NTA Channel 5 Abuja to talk sports for your viewing pleasure. Remember, you can be a part of this #1 sporting program. Join us on the analysis, views and opinions.
On today's ride on the show Good Morning Abuja.
This is Window on Abuja.
We have everything it takes to compete with any nation all across the world.
How do we make it? We are ready to produce.
I've been contributing to the development of your kingdom.
Hello and welcome to Young Hearts.
Our focus today will be on hepatitis B.
Ladylike.
This is Entertainment Gist.
Welcome back, and it's so good to know that you're still staying tuned to Good Morning Abuja. Well, have you ever tried to save money and in the process you encountered any difficulties? Well, up next we have some money saving tips for you this morning. There you have it, the money saving tips, and I hope that next time around you will do better justice at trying to save money. Up next is the entertainment. We'll bring you our musicals. Don't go anywhere.
What am I saying? Tell me where you day. Lati Saturday, I go meet you there. Cause I miss you every day. Call me any day, I'll be on my way. I'm one call away, no matter the situation. Girl, I'm no shop, keep my action. Don't do too much, I love you with passion. Jessica, Jennifer, family last shot. I will soon be like no more fornication. You run on, baby, my son. Girl, I want some. I say now you, only you, I want the sanction. Yeah, I'm all yakba for my catalog. When I only you, where I want for my mansion. Girl, I'm not here to the confuse you. Girl, I'm only here to the convince you.
My love, no go take me play away, away. Though I don't want too much from you, baby. You better show me that you love me, just like I love you. Wait, yo, he say one carry me go Toronto. Because of me, odolo ju kokoro. Boss my brain make I boss your bololo. Chemistry we pass chemical. Not do me like Jide, not do Erica. If Erica, I like you. You put it on me, keep fire well. It's only one thing I want. Say you be there when I call you. Hold on to me, make I don't follow. They tell me when they want to fight me. So mommy when they party like you. If you want to spoil me, I won't like enjoyment, baby. If you really know me, you know all I want is you. All I want's my love. Don't go take me there.
Money, the baby, and everything that you need. Hey. Girl, I promise, oh yeah, I promise to always be there. Even when you mess up, yeah. Now me go still tell you no vex. I go give you respect, the respect I give my mama. You say make I give you picky, make I give you jolly. Oh, Sissy, you're beautiful from head to toe. From head to toe, baby shark. Baby shark. Baby shark. You got a pretty face, shark. You got a pretty body, shark. But then you never gonna allow me touch. You ain't too pretty for me. You ain't too pretty. Girl, I'll give you the word, my love. I'll give you the things you love. I don't want trouble with you. I don't want trouble with you. Now me be the beast to your beauty. Give you the key to the new key. I don't want trouble with you. I don't want trouble with you.
Alright, you're welcome back. And now, in anticipation for a very, very productive day ahead, let's take a look at the weather forecast for today. And the weather forecast wraps it up this morning on Good Morning Abuja. I hope you have been entertained and informed and motivated enough to go out there and enjoy a very, very productive day ahead. My name is Neka Igwe and we'll be with you again bright and early tomorrow on NTA Abuja, the Unity station. Have a wonderful working week ahead.
What I do